Today, we're making turkey à l'orange, a bright, citrusy braise inspired by a French classic. We start with the meat. Really hot pan with a thin layer of high smoke point neutral oil. Turkey goes into sear. We're using thighs today, but you can use whole legs. We salt. If time permits, salt them ahead. Leave them in the fridge uncovered for juicier meat and a drier surface, because through heat, we want to rapidly evaporate the surface moisture. Then we get to go past boiling point and create complex, meaty flavors via the Maillard reaction, and later, nutty, roasted notes thanks to caramelization. And turkey is on the lean side, even thighs. So it's important to get your pan really hot so that you get color without overcooking the meat. Do them in batches, even if you could fit them all in one go. Once everything is beautifully golden, turkey comes out temporarily. We take the opportunity to skim off some excess fat before we introduce more flavors. We now build our savory aromatic base, first with some shallots. We're keeping everything chunky today so that we could sieve them out later. The shallot will also provide some subtle sweetness to our sauce. Cook to evaporate the water content, concentrating the sweetness and savory depth, and with the high residual heat, caramelizing a bit of that natural sugar in the process. Crushed garlic, more umami, and later some caramelized sweetness. A few sprigs of thyme for some earthy herbal background that works extremely well with poultry in general. Now, we introduce some spices to complement and lift the mild flavors of our turkey. Coriander seeds for some citrusy brightness, which works extremely well with the orange flavor profile. White peppercorn for some floral brightness and heat, which would really lift the turkey flavors. Fennel seeds for some subtle anise note that would really amplify the sweetness of the orange. Cardamom for some bright, menthol-like aroma. Bring out the best side of our turkey. A tiny bit of cinnamon, more so for the background warmth to round out all those brightness we just brought. Now an orange peel for some citrusy perfume, which is fat soluble, and this will also give us a bit of mild bitterness. We toast for our spices to bloom, imparting the fat soluble flavors. If time permits, toast them in a dry pan beforehand to really get the essential oils going. Now, a small drizzle of honey for some complex sweetness and depth. We're not trying to make a gastrique here, because that would overpower the delicate taste of our turkey. Now, to this layer of aromatic, fragrant, light caramel, we add our first round of fresh orange juice. And we reduce this down to a glaze to give us some concentrated sweetness, a bit of body, and start building our complex orange base. Once we're close to a syrup, round 2 orange juice to form our braising liquid and build on the acidity and give us brightness. Beautiful turkey thighs back in. Meat juices back in. We top it with a touch of water, just enough to cover half of your joints. For turkey, even thighs, you want gentle and long cooking to really break down the collagen into gelatine without overcooking the meat. Lid on, 150, no fan, about 3 hours. Look at that. How beautiful is that? We carefully set our turkey aside. Beautiful. Optional step to pass our sauce through a sieve. Definitely keeping all the shallots. We bring back some heat and gently reduce this down to the desired consistency. Now, once this is lightly coating the back of your spoon, we taste and adjust the seasoning. If you want it more acidic, a touch of red wine vinegar. If you want it sweeter, a touch of honey, adjust the salt. You also have the option to glaze your turkey before serving. And now we switch off the stove and add some fresh orange segments just to bring a bit more brightness. Now complete. And this is turkey à l'orange.